Hey, we live? Sean Terry here, Flip2Freedom.com, and we are live, Facebook Live. Glad to be here with you guys on Wednesday, June 13th. Do you believe it's June already? It's bloody hot here in Phoenix, I can tell you that right now. Yesterday I got my car is 118 degrees and boiling, so cool. We got some cool stuff we're going to talk about today. If you let me know where you are coming from. We got Dave from Shelby, Tennessee, it looks like. Cool. We got Larry Ray that's on the line. Derek's on the line here right now, so which is cool. So let me know where you guys are chiming in from. It would help if you could. We got Austin, Texas. We got San Francisco. We got George. We got Ohio, Virginia. What's up, Virginia? How's it going? We got George. We got James from Indiana. Katie from San Diego. Love San Diego. James says there's no video. Ian, what's up, Ian, from Maryland. Miami. Andre Richards, what's up? From South Jersey. Derek, what's up, Derek, from AZ. It is bloody hot here. You got California. Hello. Tangi from Florida. What's up from Florida? DC, Virginia, and Maryland. Sterling, you got the whole thing. Sup from Cleveland, Stockton, California. Your backyard. Barry, yes. What's up, Barry? Bloody hot here in Phoenix. Lafayette. Refresh video. Hello from Maryland. Mr. Terry, how goes it? Good. Jared Farmer, how's it going? Jersey, Fernando. We got Los Angeles. Rick Gentry. Samantha. Cool. Hello from LA. Another Luis Gomez from LA. Cool, guys. You got a lot of people from all over the country. We got some great stuff we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what the number one, we're actually going to talk about two different things. Join the Academy. Congratulations, Derek. Cool. I'm glad you like the Flip2Freedom Academy. So we're going to talk about two things today, primarily. One is the number one task that you can do in your business every single day to move the needle forward. And I'm going to give you a cool little tip that I've got two new sales guys that started with us here in the past probably a couple months, and they've been working to get deals. But they've a couple cool things that I've talked to them about to get deals. So I want to share with you guys. The other thing too is I'm going to talk about what you can do on a personal level every single day to put yourself in alignment with. Essentially with, basically with lining up, getting yourself aligned correctly. What's up? We got Phil from California. Dan, how's it going? How do you get yourself aligned? So here's the big question, right? And I get from people all the time, is that actually it's really not a question. Here's what I observed, right? So we've have over 8,000 people in the Flip2Freedom Academy. I've done live events and talked to thousands of people, spoke to thousands of people, Facebook Lives talking to a bunch of people. And there is a distinct difference between two different people. You got one person, they're in the same market, they pull the same list, they got Cave Creek, Arizona. What's up, Barry Hart? They pull the same list, they're in the same market, they send the same mail piece, and one person gets the calls, gets the leads, makes the offers, and gets the deals. And you got the other person, and they have the same experience level, and the other person, they are making offers, they can't get the deals. It seems like everybody wants retail, and they can't get deals, and they're frustrated. They go, I'm doing everything right. I'm sending the letter to the list you said. I'm sending the postcard. I'm doing everything right, but they're not getting results. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how you can basically get in line with the universe, right, and God. Get aligned, everything straight, so you have the right opportunities, the right leads, and the right deals come to you. I'm actually going to give you a killer workbook it's a 28-page, literally, I call it the Goal Attraction Workbook. And I'm going to actually give it to you. I'm going to give you, show you where you can download this. It's pretty extensive on exactly how, and I do this every single year. It's basically my Goal Attraction Workbook, and I literally do this every year. Write out what's called my January letter, which is in here, and kind of explain that and how that works. But it literally aligns you with what you want to accomplish. And it's amazing when you get crystal clear on exactly what you want, the right people, the right opportunities, the right leads, the right deals come, and a person with no clarity gets nothing. So obviously we want to get clear. So got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today, which is really good, but my mission is to make an impact. My mission is to make an impact in you so you can get maybe a little one thing, two thing, something that makes a difference that you can move your life forward. I've met so many people that, has said, hey, I took one tidbit or one idea that you talked about and I applied it and I had amazing results. Those are, great stories you can hear. Malik Jenkins, what's up? You back in Jersey, Malik? Cool, bud. So we got a lot of cool stuff we're going to talk about. All right. So if you could do me a favor, if you could press the like button up there, let's make sure that works. I'm going to talk a lot about some cool stuff. So I talk about some cool stuff. I want you to press the like button on there. And it'll kind of allow us to interact. I want to make sure that you understand so I can move forward. So that like button, what it will do is it will allow basically us to communicate. So if I see a bunch of likes on there, I know that I can move forward to the next subject and you understand it, and then we can kind of open it up for questions to make sure we're good there. So hit that like button if you could, right there, like button. Hit the share button if you could share this and help us reach as many people as possible on this, of people that, and this is just not about real estate. Obviously, there's real estate and what we're going to talk about, but obviously the Goal Attraction workbook I'm going to be giving you later on the call. Dana Point, what's up, Mike? How's it going, bud? I'm leaving to Dana Point in about 3 weeks. It's going to get out of the heat out of here. Anyway, so the bottom line, click that like button. Let me know that like button works. Like and share if you could. I greatly appreciate it. If you could hit that, that would be great. And I'm going to refresh this and see. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. You got the like and share button. You guys are, and I'm going to do comments. We got Mark. Okay, cool. We got Augusta, Georgia, Renee on here. Cool. All right, guys. So let's get into it right now. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. All right. So first off, I want to talk about. So let me ask you a question. What would you guys like to talk about? Do you want to talk about from the business standpoint, what the number one thing you can focus on every single day? Do you want to focus on that, or do you want to focus your personal life on everything something you can do in your personal life to gain the advantage when it comes into business? So let me know. Put personal or business. Type it in the comments if you could. Put personal if you want to go. Start with the personal and then move into business, or start with the business and move into the personal side. So if you want to, so you got business. Andre says business. So if you want to start with, we're going to talk about both. We are going to talk about both, but you want to start with the personal first and then business, right? So Mike Tooley said business. We got business from Audrey. We got business from Rick. Okay, business. Okay, so let's start with the business side of what we can focus on, our business. Okay, so here's the deal. People get started in this business. Man, is it hot in here? Can we turn that fan on, or is that going to kill the... Huh? I'm like cooking in here. That's not that loud, is it? You guys can hear it? Okay. So what we're going to talk about, here's what happens when people get involved in the business. We'll talk about the personal side and business side. We're going to talk, and I'm going to give you a cool workbook you guys can work off. So anyways, when people get started in the business, what happens is there's two types of personalities that get started. Actually, there's multiple different personalities, but there's actually four. But there's typically two ways that people get started. There's people that jump in and take immediate action, and they learn, and basically they learn what they need to know right then and there. And then there's other people that have to, it's the paralysis analysis. They have to get all their ducks in a row. They have to know all the information. They think they have to know all the information to be able to get started. So what happens is when people getting started, they go through this analysis paralysis, and especially in this world with Facebook and email and webinars and YouTube and online, all this stuff, we're getting bombarded with all these different, should I flip land? Should I invest in apartments? Should I, fix and flip houses? Should I buy rentals? Should I do, just seller financing? What should I do, right? So you have all these, different business opportunities or different ways or different tactics to be able to go out and focus on. And here is the biggest problem I see in this entire industry when I'm talking to people and they're getting started, is that they start down a path and they say, hey, I want to get into wholesaling. And then they start the path in wholesaling and they start moving forward, a week or 2 weeks, and they start learning about wholesaling and understanding the process of a double escrow versus an assignment and how to get paid and writing the contract. And they start doing marketing. They might send out some postcards or might make some offers on some for sale by owners. And then what happens, the shiny object comes along, boom, a shiny object comes and they go, oh my gosh, you can buy land, or you could buy, you can do wholesaling or fix and flipping, right? And you can make bigger profits, or you can, do like some other, thing that's going to move you down a different path. You can do just lease options, or you can do, I'm going to go bank-owned properties, or I'm going to go just MLS. And what happens is, what it does, it basically detracts you or derails you from your mission, and you can't get momentum. And my video on here is like skipping. Is it okay? Perfect. Okay. So you're good? Okay, cool. It just must be my browser internet or something like that. Anyway, so the bottom line is that we get this, what's called, just like Usman basically said, you get paralysis analysis. And if you get this paralysis analysis, it stops you from taking action. And what it does is you never can get momentum. The secret to this business is any type of business, whether you're in any type of business you're in, momentum is the key factor of gaining that momentum in the business. And the momentum that you gain in this business, it literally takes about 3 months to gain traction and momentum until you start getting, deals coming in consistently. So what happens is, it's 110 degrees right now in Phoenix right now. It's super hot. Anyway, so the bottom line is that when we are starting the business, we have to make a decision, especially when it comes to wholesaling, is that what do we want to do? And then we've got to commit to the timeline. And here's the timeline, right? The timeline is, boom, get it 5 years. Right? 5 years and focus on this business model for 5 years. If you focus on this business model for 5 years, you're done. I mean, and especially if you follow what we're talking about and you reinvest back into the business and you reinvest back into cash flow properties, you essentially can be done. Done to the point to where you could have cash flow coming in every single month that can cover your expenses and cover the lifestyle you want to live. So the first thing is we got to get clarity on exactly what we want to accomplish, right? And let's say you make, and we have basically the 4 phases of the business. And you got phase one is getting your first check, right? But first off, you have to make a decision. Is wholesaling what I want to be the vehicle that's going to get me the results? Wholesaling, right? And wholesaling is where you contract a property and you turn around and flip it for a profit. You contract it for $60,000 and you turn around and you sell it for $70,000. You make a $10,000 profit, and you do that over and over and over again every single month, and you build a system around it so you can do 3, 4, 5, 10 deals a month, right? That's wholesaling. Now, it's not land flipping. It's not apartment investing. It's not lease options. It's not seller finance, even though you can do arbitrage. That's a different technique to do. But primarily, you're looking for deep discount deals with equity that you can contract and flip, and you can be able to make a profit. So here's the deal, is you got to be said, listen, wholesaling is what I want to do. That is my number one focus. Then you go, okay, well, what's phase one? Phase one is I got to have proof of concept. Right? I've got to get my first check as fast as humanly possible. I've got to go out and do that. So we talked about in last week's call specifically what it would take to get your first check. We talked about the list. And if you haven't watched that call, make sure you go back and watch that, because we went through the list that you target, the mail piece that you use to go out and get your first check, right? So phase one is all about when you're getting started, and in the number one thing you can focus on, and here's the number one thing you can focus on in phase one, then we'll talk about phase two, phase three, and phase four, but in phase one, the number one thing you can focus on is making offers, right? This entire business basically revolves around making offers. And the secret is this, is at you get started and people get frustrated. I was talking to a guy yesterday that he's up in San Francisco, and Andre, and and he's been in the business. And the thing is that you got to start making offers. Now he works in the medical field, and he's been trying to work to start making more offers. But what happens is when you make one offer a week, it's not going to create the momentum you want to get your first check and then go into phase two, which is get 1 year's worth of income. So phase one is getting your first check, and the primary number one focus is to make offers. In phase one. The amount of offers you make is going to be your result. So here's the deal. Let me go up to the whiteboard real quick here. So we got phase one, right? Phase one is you got to get your first check as fast as humanly possible. That's phase one, right? Phase one. It's proof of concept. You get your first check as fast as humanly possible, and the number one task is to make offers, right? So that's a KPI. So, and we talk about, when we're scaling the business, we talk about what's called a KPI, right? KPI is key performance indicator. This is your key performance indicator. It's a key performance indicator. So it's an indicator of your performance, right? So it's an indicator. So what is going to increase your performance? What is the indicator, the leading indicator that's going to do that, right? Task is making offers. So here's the deal. How many offers are you making a week? How many offers are you making a week? So give me, put in the comments here of how many offers you guys are making a week right now. So how many offers are you making a week? So let me know. Type in the comments there. How many offers you guys making a week? Sorry. So type in. So we got 0, Steve says 0, 0 comments, 5, Malik 5. That's pretty good. So we got 5, right, from Malik. We got 1 from Kenny. We got 0 from Kay. Barry Hart, 100 every 5 days. That's pretty good. So Barry's making 100 offers every 5 days. Pretty good, Barry. That's awesome. Every 5 days. 4, Raul, 0, 0, 0. Ready for my first. Virginia, 0. George Steers, 2 to 5. 15. No deal yet. So Raul, here's the thing. Yeah. So George is 15, right? Closing next week. Boom. Mike Tooley, 3. Carlos, 0. Okay. So, thanks guys for comments here. Okay. So we've got from 0, we got 5 from Malik, right? We got 100 and we got 15. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Who in this scenario we've got over here? Who did 100? Barry Hart. So Barry. So this is Barry Hart. Did 100. So, and you've got Malik right here. You got 15. 2 to 5 from George. Who's got 15? Is that, how do you spell that? Is that Gerard? Gerard? So Gerard, E-R-R-O-D. So we got Gerard. So, okay, so we got Barry, Gerard. So let me ask you a question. Who is going to make more money in this scenario? You got Malik with 5. You got 100 offers for every 5 days, right? You got 15, and you got 0. See this right here? So this is why I wanted to put this up on the board for you, right? Because you got Barry, you got Malik, Gerald, you right here, 0. You got 5 offers, 100 offers, 15 offers, and 0 offers. So let me ask you a question. And he might be or not, but here's the deal, is that does it matter your intelligence level? Does it matter your talent level? Does it matter that where you come from? Does it matter if you come from a wealthy family or like me? I grew up, my dad made no more than $40,000 a year as a police officer back in Vermont, right? It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, what your background is. The bottom line is the key performance. The indicator is the offers that you make. So if we all look at it, boom, this guy's making 100 offers in 5 days. Malik's making 5 offers a day, 0. Your absolute number one task is making offers. And if you commit to making offers, you will get deals. It's a numbers game. See, when you understand it's a numbers game, it doesn't matter what your background is, if you're black, white, male or female, doesn't matter if you're fat or skinny, doesn't matter if you're ugly or pretty, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter. None of that comes into effect. The bottom line is it's a numbers. That means me. I have a high school education. I joined the Marine Corps after I got out of high school. I never went to college, Now, I wish I would have went to college when it came to actually running a business because, that would have definitely probably helped. But when it comes to actually making offers and building income and creating a business, the bottom line, it does not matter. So there is no excuse from, forget your past. Forget your past. Focus on where you are right now and make a commitment today that I'm going to make offers today. So let's figure out, let's figure out if the number one task to move your business forward is to make offers, right? Let's figure out how we can make a bunch of offers, right? How we can make a bunch of offers in our business and start cranking out, right? So, where's the eraser? So, can I erase this? Are you guys ready? So, give me a bunch of hearts right now if I can erase this to make sure you understand this. So, we're going to get into, right now, making offers, right? Making offers and how we can get this key number, how we can make a bunch of offers, right? That's the goal. So, give me a bunch of hearts right now if you can. I'm ready to erase this. We understand we got Malik, Barry, right, on these guys on here, right? So if I can erase this, give me a bunch of hearts if we can move on. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. And now the key, your focus, your absolute key focus, key performance. Your performance, what's another word for performance? Results, right? What do you get for results in this business? You make money, you get checks, right? So the key, right, indicator to get results, to get money, and to get a check, right, for your performance, the key thing is to make offers. So let's talk about making offers. See, if we got a goal is to make offers, right, we want to make offers every single day. Got to make offers every single day, right? So number one, right, we've got free ways. 2, we've got paid ways. We got 2 different ways. We got free ways, not freeways. We got in non-paid. I'm not talking about a freeway. I'm not talking about a highway. I'm not talking about a road. I'm talking about free ways, right? We got paid ways, right? So free ways. So let's talk about free. Free ways you can make offers. People are getting deals. Or cheap ways. Let's call it, free slash cheap. Okay? Cheap ways. So, free ways or cheap ways. One is an interesting thing, right? One, you can, a cheap way, I'm gonna do an A. A way is you can do door knocking. Okay? So, if you guys can see that, okay, door knocking. So you get a list of pre-foreclosures and you go knock on the door. And you knock on the door and say, hey, I want to help you before your house goes to auction on so-and-so date. And guess what? It's a numbers game. It's free and it's cheap, but I got my start knocking on doors. The first deal I ever got, I knocked on a door from a guy, right? The place was trashed. It was in foreclosure. It was going to go to auction in about 30 days. The pool is empty. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even understand the process. I just knocked on doors, right? They said knock on doors, and I went and knocked on doors. I didn't get my ducks in a row. I didn't have my buyer's list. I had no buyer's list. I didn't have a way to pull comps. I just drove around the neighborhood, and I called realtors and found out what properties were going for. I didn't even know what to offer. I didn't know what key performance indicators were. I didn't know anything. I just went out, and the guy said, knock on doors, and I went knock on doors. And then guess what? I got an appointment, right, with the guy. I got an appointment. He said, come back at 7 o'clock at night. I went back over to his house. Guess what? I didn't have a contract. I had to go to Staples to go get a contract, and I didn't even know how to fill it out. I remember I was shaking, sitting in his living room, trying to fill out this contract because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I remember I got the house for $86,000. $86K. I didn't know what the comps were. I didn't have any buyers. I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know anything, right? But I knocked on doors, got an appointment. And guess what? Now I learned I got to get a contract. I got the property under contract. Then I was like, holy cow, I got to find a title company. I didn't have a title company. Then I went and called 20 different title companies. I finally found one that said, yes, we know how to do an assignment in double escrows. So I met with her, right? Her name was Barb Bass, right? From Metro Title way back when. Met with her. She took the contract in. I said, now what do I do? She said, go find a buyer. So I was like, I went and found a buyer. Door knocking. So I got my first deal door knocking. There are guys in Phoenix here that are door knocking, right? And they are, I'm telling you, door knocking, that's all they do is door knock. That's it, okay? Now B, when you're out door knocking, right? When you're out door knocking, or there's something called what's called driving for dollars. for dollars. Driving for dollars, right? So you're driving, what does that mean? Driving for dollars, right? So you're driving around, driving for dollars. So here's what I found. Is you're looking, when you're driving for dollars, for beat up houses, trashed houses, vacant houses, right? Nasty houses. So you're looking for vacant, beat up houses. And these are called physically distressed properties. Physically distressed properties. Now, there's multiple, there's financial distress, that's pre-foreclosure, that's property tax default, that they need to sell for money reasons, whatever, that's financially distressed. There's circumstantial distress, where there's a divorce situation, they've got transferred to another state, it's a tenant that moved out and trashed the place, that's circumstantial. And then there's physical distress, where you look for physically distressed property. The best deals come from financial distress, and they come from physically distressed properties, right? So how do you find these physically distressed properties? You can drive for dollars. So how do you find the owner of the distressed properties? That's the key. So how do you find the owner, right? And they go, well, we got to skip trace them and send them a letter, right? Well, I'll tell you a better way. Get a bandit sign. Get a bandit sign, right? And say, vacant house must sell cash, right? And then the number, 602-444-12112. Vacant house must sell cash, put your number there. And put that bandit sign, right, in the front yard of the vacant house. So you might be driving your neighborhood, and you're going to see a vacant house in the corner. You know it's vacant. The grass is tall, right? The place is always dark. You go up and you check that little meter, right? That little meter that's going on there, right? And if it's nothing's happening on that meter, it's a vacant house. Put a sign in the front yard of that house. Here's what's going to happen, right? Here's what's going to happen. Number one, right? Number one is either a neighbor is going to call you about the sign, and they're going to say, hey, that they moved out to California a long time ago, and nobody's living there anymore, so so whatever. Or they're going to call you and they're going to have the phone number, right? Or, right, so a neighbor's going to call you and you can get some intel on the house and maybe get the number. Or what's going to happen is a buyer is going to call you and say, hey, I'm interested in buying the house, right? And now they can go on your buyer's list. So you're building a buyer's list. Or what happens more time than not is the actual owner will call you. So the owner calls you on that sign that's in front of their house, right? And they say, hey, there's a sign right in front of my house. What the heck are you doing with the sign in front of my house? They go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I gave my guys, the directions of where to put the signs. They must have put it in the wrong house. I apologize. I'm so sorry. We'll go ahead and take it down right now. Oh, by the way, we're looking for properties by. Do you have a house? Is that house for sale by any chance? And what happens is you can get deals that way. They call up and say, well, actually, it happens to be for sale, right? And because we buy houses, we have houses all around that we buy and sell. You know what I mean? Is your house happen to be for sale? Because we're looking to buy some houses in that area. And the actual owner will call you on this property, and we've got properties under contract from the owner calling because they go to the house to pick up the mail, they go to the house, whatever, or a neighbor calls, right? Or you have buyer calls. So either way around, it's all good. It's a good situation, right? So now you're getting deals. So when you're out there and you're going to say, you're door knocking, you look for vacant houses, and you just stick a sign in the front yard, and you'll get deals. You'll get deals. Now, this is so cheap. A sign costs, you can get it at Home Depot, a corrugated sign, just write on vacant house, must sell cash, and put your phone number on there, right? And you can get deals coming in. The third way, cheap ways, right, to go get some deals is Craigslist. Craigslist and for sale by owner sites. You call the for sale by owner sites, you call the ones on Craigslist, and you see if you can set an appointment to go see the property. Now, you're not only going to set an appointment, you're going to make offers. The more offers you can make, right? From door knocking, from driving for dollars, from all these for sale by owner, Zillow properties for sale, they're for sale by owner, all those sites. You can go there and you can make offers to them and set appointments and go make an offer to them. And when you're driving the neighborhood, look for properties that are vacant and then put signs in front of them. And what happens, you're going to start creating momentum. You can do that on Saturday. You can do that on Sunday. You can do that after hours. You can do that at lunch if you want. You can find time to basically create these offers and put offers out in front of them, right? And now your goal, and here's the number. Here's the KPI, the key performance indicator. For every 25 offers equals your first check. So for every 25, you get your first check. Now, the better you get, the number will go down. You'll be 20 offers will get a check. Then it will go down to 12 offers will get a check, right? Our number is about 12 offers, we get a check. I mean, basically get a contract, right? So the better you get and the better educated you are in conversion, the better you're going to get. But the number when you're starting out is about 25. For every 25 offers, you get a check, okay? Now, do you have any questions about this? Is there any legal issue placing signs in the front yard? I don't know. I've never had an issue legally of placing a sign in the front yard, especially if you just go, hey, I'm sorry, put it in the wrong house. Oh, by the way, you're selling your house. Yeah, Ben Verify can definitely help you find owners for sure. Cool. You know, okay, so Justin says, if you make an offer over the phone and the seller says no, do you still send an offer via regular mail? You know, here's the thing, Justin. I personally do not like making offers over the phone because you miss building rapport, you miss looking at the property, the seller doesn't really take it seriously. But if you actually meet them and you go look at the property, you know, what's going to happen is you will build that rapport. You'll look at the house. You'll be able to find out what the reason they're selling, why are they selling. And remember, you know, this business is, yes, it's a numbers game and you're talking, but to take your number from 25 to 12, it's solving problems. It's solving problems for someone that's in financial distress or someone the property's in physical distress or circumstantial distress. So what happens is that you're not able over the phone, Justin, to be able to decipher what that problem is that you can solve. And if you can help them solve that problem, you'll get that deal. So what are you saying about Craigslist to find deals? Yeah, that's right. Anthony says, as long as there's no trespassing. Yeah, county assessor, you can help do that. So Craigslist and for sale by owner sites. So with Craigslist, you can go through, find sellers that have properties for sale, and book an appointment and meet them. Just don't try to make offers over the phone. Book appointment. Ask them if they're, obviously if they're an independent seller. If they're another wholesaler trying to sell a property, I obviously wouldn't do that. But if they're an actual homeowner selling a property on Craigslist, you can go on Craigslist, you can find those, you can book appointments and go look at the house, meet with them, and essentially make them an offer right there on the spot. So that's how you do it. Now, last week, I went through the entire offer making process. So if you go back, how can they find that from? Basically, if you go through the feed in the Flip2Freedom page, wherever we're on here, the fan page there, we have that post we did from last week. I went through the entire offer making process. Yes, so Pablo says you can go on Zillow.com and you can make cold calls, absolutely. Yep. Forrest, follow-up is critical on the property, but if the seller says stop contacting someone, advise it. Yep. Do you make offers through RVM Lead Machine? We don't make, that's how we generate leads through RVM Lead Machine. So RVM basically places a voicemail in a seller's cell phone, and then the seller will call us back, and then we book an appointment to make an offer on them. So, okay, cool. All right, so the bottom line, there's free, and then there's paid. Now, the bottom line is that you want to get in front of these people to make offers. And the goal is for every 25 offers you make, you'll get a check. And what most people do in this business is they start going, they make 5 offers, 7 offers, 12 offers, and they go, well, I've made 12 offers and it doesn't work. This is not working for me anymore. I've tried it, but it doesn't work. So then they go do lease options, and then they go do land, and then they go do wholesaling, and then they go do, maybe I'll try apartment investing. Well, maybe I'll do and they start jumping all around when all you've got to do is understand the numbers and realize that, listen, I got to make 25 offers and I'm going to get a contract. I make 25 offers and I'm going to get a contract. You'll get, what happens is, and here's another thing I've seen. There's guys I've seen that are at 48 offers. 48 offers, and they're on the verge of quitting. They're at 48 offers. They're going, oh my gosh, Sean said 25, and I've got 48 offers, and I haven't got a deal yet. I'm going to quit, right? So they're sitting there right there. They're at 48 offers. Now, I said base 25 offers equals, right? You can get a check. Now you're at 48 offers, and you've got nothing. And you're saying, well, Sean said 25. I'm at 48. I'm going to quit. And throw your entire dream, everything you've done, everything you've learned, and throw it down. If I would have quit, I can't imagine where I'd be today. So the guy's at 48 offers. 2 more leads come in. He makes 2 more offers, and he gets 2 smoking contracts. He's at 50, right? The first 48 is nothing. He makes 2 more offers, and boom, he gets 2 contracts in those 2 offers, and all of a sudden, he gets two deals coming in, 2 checks coming in, and all the numbers pan out. So you've got to look at it from the bottom line is this, it's a numbers game, but don't get caught up. Just keep moving forward. If you make a commitment and say, I'm going to commit to this over the next 12 months, and I'm going to bust it out, I'm going to make as many offers as I can on a daily basis, and many offers on a weekly basis, and I do that, I'm going to tell you the difference between success right here. And we talk about this in boardroom, in a billionaire boardroom, and can I erase this right here? Here, give me a bunch of hearts if I can erase this right here. Because I want to move on right here, and I want to talk about something critical, and I'm going to tie it into your goal attraction worksheet that I'm going to give you here in a second. So, but I want to tie it in somewhere. So, give me a bunch of hearts if I can move on and erase this right here. I want to move on because I want to talk about something absolutely critical in whether you make it or don't make it. This is the make it or break it situation right here. And everybody goes through this. I don't care if you're you're making 100 offers a week, 10 offers a week, you're doing 15 deals a week. This is the key. I am going to, you guys good? I can erase this. Any questions? Yeah, the bottom line is, yeah, sorry, that's my go-to word, the bottom line is. All right, so. Okay, so we've got offers. I'm going to erase our bandit sign we talked about. Okay, I want to talk about commitment. Okay, so we got commitment. And let's say we're going to commit to 10 offers a week. Right? Basically, we're going to do 2 offers a day. So you get 10 offers a week, right? So that will basically, you're set up, you got 40 offers a month. So 40 offers a month, you should get between 1 and 2 contracts a month. 1 and 2 contracts a month. So you're making your goal. Now you're going to set a goal. Now there's what's behind the goal is what's your commitment. So here's the deal. We were just in Dallas, and we had our big boardroom. It's our mastermind event, and we had this couple that's been part of our boardroom group. Really talented, great. Actually, really not. It's not a couple. It's a brother and sister team. Really talented. But what happens is they were committed, but not 100%. They're committed about 20%. So what we did is we had them stand up in front of the whole group. There's probably about 100 people there, and make a public commitment in front of everybody, right, that the sister would quit her job before the next boardroom, which is a quarter away. Or I think they put a date up there of when they were going to do it. I can't remember what the date was. But they were going to commit to a public commitment. So they made a public commitment in front of everybody that they were going to quit by a certain date. Right? And they're all freaking out because they're like, now we got to make it work. Because now there's a consequence. If I don't do it, now I got to face everybody, and I did not come through. So first off, how big is your commitment to, your number of what you want to accomplish? So for an example, you're making 10 offers a week, right? 10 offers a week. You got to make 2 offers a day. So if that's your commitment level, what's your commitment level on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being it's a weak commitment, 10 being a 10. So here's how you know if it's 1 to 10. It's like today's Wednesday, right? It's Friday afternoon about 2 p.m. It's Friday at 2 p.m. You committed to doing 2 offers a day, and you committed to doing 10 offers a week, right? And you're sitting Friday at 2 p.m. with 4 offers for the week. What do you do? What do you do? This is the reasoning that goes behind it, right? I even have it in this book, my Flip2Freedom book here, which I'm going to give you. I'll give you this here in a second. We'll talk about. This is kind of tying into it right here. First off, it's a story you're telling yourself, but if I got it, let me see. I don't even have it in here. Hold on a sec. It's on one of these pages. Anyways, this is like 80-something pages on here. No, 28 pages. Anyways, so the bottom line is this. It's Friday, 2 p.m. You committed to have 10 offers a week, 2 offers a day. You have 4 offers at Friday at 2 p.m. What do you do? What do you do? This is where your reasoning mind either leads you toward failure or leads you toward success. This is where it all comes down to. This is it right here. This is it. Friday at 2 p.m., you committed to hit your numbers. You didn't hit your numbers. It's 4. And this is what happens. This is what goes on in your head right here. You start rationalizing. and you say, I've been working hard. I've been, I can't really get, finding leads, and I'm working on it. What I'll do is I will just get 6 more next week. I have a mail campaign that's supposed to drop. I'll just make some more Craigslist calls. I'll just try to play catch up, and I'll just do 6 next week. But it's Friday at 2:00. Happy hour is at 4:00 with my friends or whatever, and I only have 4 offers. I'll just do the other 6, next week. And you rationalize. Yeah. You rationalize. You rationalize your way out of the commitment. When you personally break this commitment, when you break it to yourself, you break that commitment, it reduces your commitment level and it makes it easier to break the next time. So let me ask you a question. Have you committed to something before? Have you committed to something? Right? I'm going to do this by this. I'm going to get this many numbers. And then it comes to the 10th hour, the 11th hour, and you rationalize, maybe I'll do it next week, or I've got some time and I'll just do it tomorrow, or I'll just do it the next day, or I'll just do it, and you blow it off. Rationalizing procrastination, exactly. Barry Hart, yeah, exactly. And Barry Hart's the one that's doing, 100 offers a day. So you rationalize your way out of it. So we've got 2 types of people, right? We got 2 types of people, right? We got success and we got failure, right? So we got 2 types of people right here. Success and failure. What is the success? What is the attributes of success? They make it happen. Happen at all costs, right? They make it happen. Do whatever it takes. Right? No excuse. There's no excuse. None. Whatever it takes, make it happen. No excuse. Get it done. Right? Put in the extra time. And what does failure do? They procrastinate. Right? They procrastinate. They make excuses. When the going gets tough, they quit. Doubt. Oh, it's never going to work for me anyways. Why should I put in the effort? It's not going to work for me. Right? So that's the difference. So let me ask you a question. If this is the line, which side are you on? Are you on the success line or the failure line? What is it? What line are you on? Success or failure? What have you been your previously, characteristics have been? Success or failure? Right? So what we got to do is we got to look at in this scenario right here, and nobody, nobody's perfect, right? Everybody has, trips up and falls, but they regroup and they understand what it takes, right, to basically make it happen, right? And then they're doing more of this than this. So the bottom line is that if you look at results and you're going to commit, you got success line. Yeah. You got success, right? So now, what is the magic formula? What's the secret sauce? The secret sauce is committing. How many offers are you going to do a week? How many offers are you going to do a day? How many offers are you going to do a week, and commit to it? Right? Commit to how many offers you're going to do a week, and then hold yourself to it. Or get an accountability partner. Hold yourself to it. We have inside a boardroom and our masterminds and stuff like that, we have accountability partners we set up that they say, hey, it's Friday at 2 o'clock. You haven't got your deals? Let's go. Let's dig in. Let's make it happen. You can do it, right? Let's get on the phone. Let's get on Craigslist. Let's start calling some people, make some offers, doing some appointments, whatever we got to do. We got to work on Saturday. Let's work on Saturday and make it happen, right? Let's get your numbers. You can do this. It's encouragement, right? But if we focus on the success and do that. So, let me ask you guys, right? How many offers are you going to commit to a week for the next 30 days? How many offers, here, type in the comments here, how many offers are you going to commit to How many offers are you going to commit to? A week. Now, I want you guys to commit on here in front of everybody. How many offers are you guys going to commit a week? So we got Eileen said 10. So we got 10. We got 35. Fernando. 8 to 12 offers a week. Andre. 15 a week. Ian. 5 a week. Jeff. Carlos. 10. Tom. 15 a week. Marvel. 14. Les. 10. Yeah, so Dan said, love making offers. He got 4 contracts this week. Minimum of 10. You got 15. You got Ruben. You got Don Fowler, 25. Crushing it, Don. Kenny. Dustin, 12. Eric, 15. Congratulations. All right, so you guys are committing. So for 30 days, right, for the next 4 weeks, hits your number. We got 10. We got 25 from Luis, right? So now you commit to it. Now, what happens? You got 15, right? Roger, 10. James, 10. Okay, so Gabe asked, how do we structure our offers? Last week, Gabe, I went through an entire, if you want, can you make that post sticky right now? Last week, Gabe, I went through exactly how to structure offers. Last week, I went through the whole entire thing last week on the Facebook Live. 125 with a team member next week. That's awesome, Barry. You're killing it. That's perfect. We're definitely not, I'm not even making 125 offers a week. I mean, we're making about 50 to 60 offers a week. I'll commit to 10 offers per week for the next 30 days. Sounds good, George. Bill, 5. Cool. Okay, so we got 10, Ken. Okay, now, here's the question. You're committing to it, right? What if you don't do it? Now, I'm going to let you guys work that out internally. What if you don't do it? What's the consequence, right? You got to have a consequence. So I'll let you guys work that out. All right, so now, here's my goal attraction worksheet. Now, you can type in the word goal, G-O-A-L, goal, in the comments below. Type in the word goal, and you'll get this 28-page goal. It's like a workbook. Type in goal. So we got Gerald Farmer. So type in goal in the comments below, and it's by basically the Goal Attraction Workbook. It's a 28-page workbook, okay? So this is what you can do in your business, and then in personal, and I'm going to talk real quick about this because I've been running. So 25, okay. So whoa. Yeah, I got to be on a call here soon. Okay, so I'm going to talk real quick about this. So Goal Attraction Workbook, right? So we got the Goal Attraction Workbook. Okay, first off, on page, what is that, page 6? Page 6, right, it talks about your story that you're telling yourself, right? Goal. Just type in the word goal, not 28-page workbook, goal, just the word goal. And we'll open up Messenger and allow you to download. It'll send you a link via Messenger on your Messenger app that you can download this for free. So, so the first thing, and I'm going to be real quick about this, is your story, the story you tell yourself, right? And how to change that. Then we have your burning why, and there's a 7-step exercise of asking what your why is. So what do you want to accomplish, or why do you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish? And then you continue asking that deep 7 times, right? And then we got life hacks, daily rituals. The most successful people in history, the ones we refer to as geniuses in their fields, master of their crafts, had one thing in common, one talent most adhered to rigid, is a specific daily ritual. So this right here is an example of some daily rituals you can fill out right here that you can do. And on here it's like says, so here's basically it's a 6-step basically morning ritual. Read something inspirational and get in the receptive mode, right? Write 3 to 5 short statements that you're grateful for now, and then write 3 to 5 short statements that your gratitude statements on what you want to happen, right? So gratitude statements of what you are grateful for now, and gratitude statements of what you want to happen. So you're infusing gratitude in your goals. Read your gratitude statements out loud, and I do this I do every morning. Visualize as if it's already happened. Visualize, so you're writing what you're grateful for, writing what you're grateful for that you want to happen. So I am grateful that X happened. It hasn't happened yet. I'm grateful that I'm able to make 10 offers a week. I feel so great. Thank you for making, that I can go make 10 offers a week. And I can accomplish my goal. I'm so grateful I made my first check of $18,000, my first check ever. I'm so grateful that I crushed it and did $150,000 in revenue this month. Whatever that is, infuse gratitude in what you want to happen and be grateful for what is happening. Right? Gratitude is huge. Then you visualize, actually see it as if it's already happened. And then I have what's called the January letter, right? Next one is daily exercise, and I'll talk about the January letter here in a second. Daily exercise, make sure you go work out. It keeps your mind sharp, keeps your body sharp. Talk about tithing, right? Tithing is incredibly important. I have a whole thing on John D. Rockefeller in here and the reason behind tithing and why tithing. Give what you seek. You seek finances, give finances, 10%. I give 10% of my business and 10% of my personal income every single month. So no matter what comes in, 10% goes out, no matter what. Just stop mine, it's God's. So John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in the entire history of the United States, world actually, way back when, in 1939, in the early 1900s, he was worth $340 billion. And he started tithing in 1855, $9.50. And between 1855 and 1934, he roughly gave $531 million. Right? Talks about clear about your goals. We have SMART goals in there. Talk about, and then this right here is your January letter, your 2018 January letter. And essentially, what your January letter is doing, and I got this from John Carlton, which is one of the most successful copywriters in the world, and I've been basically doing this for years now, a handful of years. I've been teaching it. The success stories from people have been amazing. So you can get this book again by typing goal, GOAL, in the information below. But the January letter, what it basically does is you put yourself in the future. So today is June 13th? June 13th, 2018. So put yourself in the future as if it's June 13th, 2019. And write out exactly, document everything, and it goes through, right, in your business. What happened in your business over the last year? In your journaling, in your putting yourself mentally, that you're sitting here now, it's June 13th, 2019, and you're journaling everything that has happened the previous year. You've had the best year that you've ever had. You've had more success than you've ever had. You've done more deals than you've ever had, but be specific. I did 250 deals this year. I made X amount in revenue. I bought X amount of apartment complex. Then whatever your goals are that you want to achieve financially, be specific about it, but document it and journal it as if it's already happened. So we got a section on business, right? We got a section on family and relationship. You have the best relationship with my wife that I've ever had, right? In our 22 years of marriage. With her, relationship with your kids, relationship with your family, right? Then it goes through your physical exercise, right? Whether you lose weight or get physically fit or in the best shape of your life, whatever it might be, as if it's already happened. Then you've got your net worth, what you're creating for your net worth, whether it be buying and holding investment properties, and then contribution and purpose, right? What have you given back, right? What are you giving back? What are you accomplishing, or whatever? So essentially, this is that, and you can type in goal in the comment below, and basically what that will do is you can download that, you can kind of follow along the workbook. But the January letter's pretty important. I have my January letter. I use what's called it's a day one app, right? Day one. And the day one app right here, basically I have my entire January letter in here, this day one app, and I read it every single morning, and I read it every single night before I go to bed, January letter. And I've been doing that. And I'm pretty ambitious about the goals. Some goals I accomplish, some goals, but pretty much everything comes pretty darn close of what I want to accomplish, right? So type in that, you can use type in goal in the below to download this 28-page workbook, and you'll get that via Messenger. So, and like I said, I use the Day One app. So. I hope this was helpful. I greatly appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me for an hour or so. Hope this helped, and hope this moves you forward in your life and business. You guys can crank it out and make it happen. So yeah, just type in the word goal below. Aaron, if you could pin the goal comment, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I know if you apply this stuff and you be consistent with it, you're consistent with your goal, you're consistent with achieving it, you don't make excuses, you just make it happen, then you'll get so much momentum in your life. You get so much success that you'll be absolutely amazed of where you end up. So again, thank you guys so much for this. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good week. Have a good Father's Day weekend. Don't forget your fathers, kids. I'll talk to you later. So have a good weekend. Take care, and God bless. Cheers.